one of the big problems for people, everyone thinks, oh, I'm self-employed, so it's going to be really hard for me to get a loan. But that is not necessarily the case at all, is it?
No, we've helped many people who are self-employed get home loans, and there's several different ways we can do it when it comes to using their income.
Sorry, we missed our Mortgage Monday. It's Louise here from Property Ed and James.
Hey,
How are you today?
well, where are you, Louise?
I am at the Freckle Cafe in the gorgeous sapphire noted town of Inverell in northern New South Wales. Having travelled through Albury to see clients and Canberra, I hit Inverell yesterday and met some of my gorgeous clients who bought in this beautiful town. And although it only has a population supposedly of around 12,000, this is one of the most significant towns up here in northern New South Wales that I've seen. Oh, in New South Wales, up this end of town. And it's beautiful. And I gather there's around 18,000 people in the greater area, but it's looking like it's doing a great job up here. So we were talking about being self-employed, James. That's what our mission was for this week and some of the issues.
Yeah, so being self-employed, pros and cons.
Yeah, well, one of the big problems for people, everyone thinks, oh, I'm self-employed, so it's going to be really hard for me to get a loan. But that is not necessarily the case at all, is it?
No, we've helped many people who are self-employed get home loans, and there's several different ways we can do it when it comes to using their income.
Yeah. So the one thing is people go, oh, I've only declared 20,000 or whatever, but they might have a multitude of other add backs that we're allowed to add back to your income. That's perfectly legit, but you must show us your tax return so that we can actually do that. So we're looking for things like depreciation that you've paid, instant asset write-offs, because there's been so many. We're allowed to write off 20,000 in small business at the moment. So heck, that's a lot to add back to your income. And that the banks are saying, well, that's perfectly acceptable because they understand. And also interest that you might have paid on a loan for something that in the business we can add that back too. So you always got to let us have a look because we might be able to discover a lot more that's there than you think's there. And the other thing we can do is if your financials are not living up to what you're actually feeling like you're earning and you're actually doing better, what would be great is if we can do a self-declared income. So you can self-declare and your accountant, all they have to do is write to verify that you can afford the repayments. They're not even justifying your full income and expenses. They're actually saying, well, for a lot of lenders now, they'll accept a statement from the accountant saying, oh, you can just afford your repayments. Well, that makes it pretty simple for people nowadays. And if you know you're going to earn that and you can afford the loan, this is a great way to go about it.
Exactly.
So, James, any further thoughts?
Yeah, the only other thing is directors' wages. I particularly love directors' wages because
You do too.
we treat that just as a PAYG patient. That doesn't mean it's self-employed. We can just use the director's wages. We don't need to touch the rest of the self-employed income. So if you pay yourself a decent wage, but the rest of your self-employment looks a bit, not iffy, but you don't want to so much show as much of that, we can just use the regular wage as well, which is really, really good. And that's more of a new policy that's come in the last few years.
That's exactly right. Well done for reminding me. Thank you. Because I forget. Anyway, we'll let him go now, but I'll see you later. Oh, it's getting noisy here. The town's really waking up. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.
See you everyone next Monday.